So quite often you're going to get questions that look like this. So you will be given a statement, and it will be followed up with something like discuss, okay, or discuss the following statement. And one very good question is, should I really focus on intuition on this, or should I do math? Okay, the one-line answer to that is you should do both. Okay, there's nothing sharper than writing the formula and being able to see, if the denominator moves in this direction, then the variable of interest will move in that direction, and hence this is going to be the answer. Intuitively, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you should always try and do both whenever you have a discuss question. Okay, and very likely, almost always, Jordi will have a formula in his head, right? He will know a particular formula in his head that he wants you to discuss, okay? So let's kind of look a little bit at how Jordi answers this. So discuss the following statement. Our sample is quite small, only 209 companies, so it is impossible to say anything much about the true relationship between these variables. In fact, it is impossible to reject the notion that there is no effect on sales and salaries. So, first of all, the sample of 209 is completely subjective, whether it is small or large, okay? 209 observation in some situation will be very large, okay? In some other situation will be small. So just talking about it in absolute terms, it's not enough, okay? Then Jordi says that, well, look, actually the fact that I have a particular sample size is already been incorporated in my calculations of standard errors, okay? So the standard errors being would have been relatively large if the sample size is relatively small. Okay? Small enough to be able to conclude that with reasonable 5% confidence level, the true parameter is non-zero. So this statement is false. It is possible to, statistically speaking, reject that notion. Okay? So he is primarily focusing on giving you a formula and really rejecting the whole statement, right? The whole statement should have been completely out of whack, and you should notice this in past exam papers and the likes, right? A lot of the time you'll be given statements that are mostly like incorrect, right? There's something like glaringly wrong about that statement, and then Jordi wants you to just really pick on that, okay? And really won't pick on that. So really that's my bit. So whenever you're asked to discuss, think of both mathematics and intuition, okay? So marry those two concepts together.